All right, you guys, I'm so glad that you're here with us tonight because I'm going to be talking about somebody who is basically a personal hero to me, man. We're going to be talking about the UFC legend, Mark Coleman. And not only is he like a personal hero to me for what he accomplished in the ring and with fighting, but man, this dude has had such an incredible life. And there's so many parallels between what he's been through and what I personally have been through. This is a dude who is in recovery. This is a dude who has not only beaten grown ass men, but this dude has fought his addiction and he is winning, man. And what he's doing today in the world is absolutely amazing. So I'm really stoked to be able to bring this to you. And I'm glad that each and every one of you guys chose to spend some time with me on this beautiful Friday afternoon. I'd probably be outside right now, to be honest with y'all, but I'm here with you guys, and that's where I want to be. So thank you for deciding to take some time to ride out with us tonight, man, while we talk about this absolute beast of a human being. Like, this dude is a straight-up legend, 100%. There's no two ways about it, and when you guys hear this, I think that you'll agree not only on a professional level with his UFC championships and the fact that he's in the UFC Hall of Fame, but on a personal level as well. I think you guys will see exactly why I would relate to a dude like Mark Coleman so well. Now, besides just talking about Mark Coleman tonight on this live, I've been texting with Mark for a while now. I got hooked up by a good friend, Michael, who's put us together so that we can do an actual interview with each other. Dylan Coleman, thank you so much. Big love and respect, brother. But I've been talking to Mark, and unfortunately, he had some really tragic events that just happened to him. And it's just another example of how much of a hero this dude is. The way that he pulled through this, the things that he went through, and the way that he saved his parents. We're going to get into this in just 1 second, you guys. So, as always, my beautiful co-host, who is never on camera, is right over here, looking way better than me, and still hiding from the camera. It's crazy insane to me. But also, just give me 1 second to plug something real quick. So, on our website, I also attached it to this live. You can get a bundle. Now, I'm not wearing the shirt, but the hat, the shirt, and the flag that's behind me, I know you guys can see what that says. Convict Clothing is closing these out because we've gotten so many problems with the distributor because they're censoring us. So we re-added it to the distributor. They're going to take it down soon, I promise. We've gotten violated for it 2 or 3 times, and they keep taking this down because of what it stands for and what it means. And I know that a lot of you guys feel the same way about it that I do. So if you want to get a flag and a hat and a t-shirt, we've got it all in a crazy bundle right now that you can get at convictclothing.net. Or when you go to the live, you can see there's an attachment. So you can just hit that button. It's going to take you straight to it. We've got all the sizes of shirts in stock, and we've got the hats in stock right now, as well as the flags. We have this flag, and we also have the, what's the other one that we have? Oh yeah, the MAPA, the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again flag. Anthony Cavesso said, can inmates figure out who's a real chomo and someone who was accused of being one but didn't actually do it? No, at the point where you have been convicted, that black and white is your fate. If you go to prison and you are on one of those funny style type of beefs, a jury of 12 beyond a reasonable doubt is good enough for anyone that's in prison. That's just the way that it is. I know a lot of people don't think that's fair. I know a lot of people think that our court system is corrupt. And to a certain point, I understand that that might be true. But if you get hit by a jury of 12 of your peers beyond a reasonable doubt, and they say that you did something horrific to women or children, that's how you're going to be treated once you get to prison, with absolutely no mercy, no respect, a lot of violence. It's going to be a bad deal. Anthony said, appreciate everything you do, JD. I was in a 3/4 house, and you have been a great person to listen to help me get better with my own life. Much love. Dude, I'm so proud of you, Anthony. That's amazing, man. Stay in recovery. It only gets better every single day. I promise you, dude. The blessings and the amazing stuff that's going to come into your life because you decided to make those steps to better yourself and better your life, it only keeps getting better and unfolding right in front of you. So, when it comes to Mark Coleman, man, Mark was the reason that they started using the term ground and pound. You know what a ground and pound is? It's where you get on top of somebody when you've knocked them down and you just keep punching them in the face, man. That's the ground and pound. That term came from Mark Coleman. Right now, he's 59 years old, you guys. He's 59 years old. He's been a legend for decades. Coleman is seen as one of the most influential fighters in UFC history. He was the first ever UFC heavyweight champion. This dude paved the way for these heavyweight dudes that are out there now. He won the UFC 10 and UFC 11 tournament championships. He was the Pride Fighting Champions 2000 Open Weight Grand Prix champion. He retired with a record of 16-10. So he won 16 of his matches and he lost 10, bro. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how tough you are. It doesn't matter how bad you are or how trained you are. There's always somebody that might be badder or bigger or faster, and if not that, you might just have a bad day and they might have a good one. You can make one simple mistake in a fight. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody who fights grown-ass people, bro, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't out there just picking on dweebs and little kids, you're gonna lose some fights. I learned that the hard way, 100%, but this dude's record is outstanding. He was inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame in 2008. Before turning to MMA, Mark Coleman impressed as an amateur wrestler. So that's where he kind of got his roots, was in wrestling. He was one of the dudes who really proved that wrestling could be a viable thing in the UFC. Now, in 2018, Coleman revealed that he was a victim of Dr. Richard Strauss in the Ohio State University abuse scandal. For those of you who don't know, this dude assaulted a bunch of different people. So Mark Coleman was a victim of, you know what I'm saying, of abuse. So that's been part of his story that he's gone through. In 2020, Coleman suffered a heart attack due to a complete artery blockage and had surgery to save the stent placed. And that fueled him. In 2021, Mark Coleman spoke out publicly about going to rehab for alcoholism and that he's been sober for over a year, ever since he had to get that surgery. That surgery was his turning point in life that helped him to get into recovery. I personally think that he's an absolute inspiration, a dude that's out there performing on that level, who turned his life around because, you know, he got in too deep into alcohol. It just goes to show, when it comes to addiction, when it comes to alcoholism, when it comes to these types of things, nobody is immune. It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how bad you are. It doesn't determine your manhood. Anybody can get alcoholism, addiction, man. It just is a thing that happens, bro. So, you know, he's a shining example that anybody can get got with addiction, but he's also a shining example that anybody can turn that around and that they can come out the other side stronger. And that's part of why I love this dude. Now, just recently, this last week, he was staying at his parents' house in Ohio to spend some time with them. And he's 59. I don't know the actual ages of his parents, but imagine if he's 59, how old his parents are, right? So he was staying with his parents. He was hanging out there with them. And he ended up waking up in the middle of the night, and his dog Hammer. So he was known as Mark the Hammer Coleman in the UFC, and he named his dog Hammer. He woke up to his dog Hammer barking. He hears his dog barking, he wakes up, and he can automatically smell smoke. So he knows there's a fire, and it's already bad. The house is engulfed in flames. This dude gets up and goes to his parents' bedroom and starts carrying, one at a time, his parents out of the house. Carries his mom out, goes back in, gets his dad, carries his dad out. This dude rushes back into the house to find the dog. And it's so bad in there at this point, he couldn't find Hammer. He couldn't get to Hammer. He wasn't able to save his dog. First off, that dog is a hero. Hammer is a hero for alerting them to what was going on and making sure that they knew. And secondly, Mark is a hero because he put his parents' life in front of his own life. He put his dog's life in front of his own life to go back in to try to get that dog out of that burning building. That is absolutely hero shit. Now, by the time he got himself back out, he had smoke inhalation so bad from the fire that they had to immediately take him, rush him to a hospital. He had to get life flighted to a nearby hospital as fast as they could get him there, and they had to intubate him and sedate him so that they could keep him alive. He almost died. He came this close to death, but I don't think you can kill a dude like Mark Coleman. Mark Coleman was in a medically induced coma for about 36 hours, and then they brought him out of it. And immediately when he woke up, when he came to, his daughters were in the room. He woke up and immediately hugged his daughters and said, "Are my parents alive?" They said, "Yeah." He said, "I can't believe my parents are alive. I'm the luckiest man in the world. I'm so blessed." This man saved his parents. He saved his elderly parents from dying in that fire. And he was immediately so grateful and so happy. I can't wait to be able to sit down and talk with this dude, man. I'm so impressed by him on every single level. This dude is a G, man. So he's doing good. He's going to pull through. He's going to be all right. You can't kill Mark Coleman. You can't kill the Hammer. So I'm really stoked that this is how this has turned out, man. I'm really happy about this. So that's basically what happened. I wanted to bring you guys up to speed on it. I know that I did a short on it, but I felt like the short didn't really fully engage with the whole situation and let you guys know exactly how heroic this dude was to be able to save both of his parents. It didn't really give you guys the scope for those of you who may not know a whole lot about UFC and his career. I wanted to be able to present it to you guys, and it's a short info on this live, so we can just hang out and talk more, man. So I'm really stoked that you guys are hanging out with me. Let's take some questions. Let's see. Eduardo Printo. Bruh, I seen him tear up like that. It almost made me tear up. Dude, Eduardo, as somebody who has been texting back and forth with Mark, I promise you, it made my eyes wet too, dog. I was so proud of him, man. It made me so happy. It made my whole day.
Can confirm.
Mason Bennett. Mason Bennett. Hey, JD and Jax, much love from the UK. Crank up that wood chipper. Wood chipper! Hell yeah, brother. So he is alive. Liam McDermott, he is absolutely alive. He's 100% alive. He's gonna be okay. He pulled through on the other side, and they're thinking that he should probably only have to be in the hospital for another few days, man. I don't think you can take Mark Coleman out, bro. Short of like a missile or maybe a tank, I don't think you taking him out. Let's see, yo, we got URB X Overland. Shout out from Bend, bro. Hey man, I love Bend. Bend, Oregon is amazing. I love it out there. It's super dope. Every time I go to Bend, I can't wait to come back, man. I hope y'all are doing good out there. I'd like to take a second to thank our mods. We have Mrs. Blaze. Mrs. Blaze was the first one here. We want to thank you so much, sister. Abby and Trev, man. Trev, sorry I didn't get to let you know about the live before we did it. It was just sort of a spur of the moment thing. I really just wanted to talk about this Coleman thing because I'm so impressed by this dude, man. He's such a tank. Absolute unit, bro. Absolute unit. And he has been for so long. Dark Fox said, the people from Texas, we love you. I love all y'all too, man. Y'all crazy as hell out there. I love me some Texans, bro. I can't wait to come and hang out and kick it and get to spend some time with y'all out there in Texas, bro. Mrs. Blaze bows. I forgot to give snacks out tonight. Sorry. We love you, sis. Intellectual Iconoclasm said, dude's a boss of a beast. Bro, 1000%, man. And have you seen him? This dude, even in the hospital, like the picture that I put in the thumbnail, he's in the hospital. He just almost died, bro. They had to put him in a medically induced coma. He woke up looking like straight like he's Kratos out of God of War, bro. The dude is an absolute tank. Yo, JD, does he have a GoFundMe? Let me figure that out. Let me figure out if he has a GoFundMe. I believe that he does have a GoFundMe, and I will get that information to you guys. Maybe if you could check and see if he has a GoFundMe, that would be really cool. Liam McDermott says, Ireland forever. Aaron, go bra, brother. Hell yeah. Let's see. Mad Cracker, congratulations on 5 days. Love for you. Yo, does somebody just hit 5 days? Hey, congratulations, family. That's amazing. 5 days is a huge feat, bro. Let's see. Anthony Cavazos, how do you actually pull an inmate's paperwork? Do you somehow have access to their files? No, bro. I'm going to tell you exactly how I do it. Here's how I did it. So when I was in prison, we're going to pretend this is my prison paperwork, okay? This is not actually my prison paperwork. This is a thank you and congratulations from YouTube for having 100,000 followers. But I would walk up to them and I would be like, hey, And I would slap my paperwork down and I would be like, here's my paperwork. I want to see yours right now. See, we paperwork check everybody when you go to prison. And what paperwork is, for those of you who don't know, is it's going to be your court documents that tell why you are there. Whether you're there for check fraud, whether you're there for stealing a car, whether you're there for selling schmugs, or whether you're there for hurting a kid. And so we want to know who's breathing the same air as us, because we don't want these dudes breathing the same air as us. Plus, we need to know who we're going to hurt, because these dudes catch a hurting in there. So I would walk in, I'd put my paperwork down and I'd be like, I need to see yours. You can read mine, but I'm reading yours. If somebody is reluctant to give you their paperwork, that's an immediate red flag, right? If they say they don't have it, in the state of Oregon, when you get to prison, everybody has their paperwork. Your legal paperwork is the only thing that they let you take from county jail into prison with you. So everybody should have their paperwork. Like right off rip, everybody should have that paperwork with them. So if somebody doesn't have it, that's an immediate red flag. Now, we don't want to jump the gun if somebody's like, oh, well, I threw my paperwork away. That's sus. You're on the sus list. But what we're going to do is we're going to go get on the payphone and we're going to have your name and we're going to call somebody at home and we're going to be like, hey, I need you to look this dude up. You get the name to your people. They get on the internet. They look the dude's case up. They tell you exactly what he's there for. Now, if he's lying or he hid his paperwork, he's going to get it a lot worse. He's going to get it a lot worse if he didn't just come out and say it. I mean, he's going to get it bad either way, but it's going to be so much worse if somebody lies to you about what their charges are and it turns out they were like a diaper desperado or a playground commando, bro. It's going to be way worse on them if they don't just come right out and hand you the paperwork or go, hey, look, I'm here on a bad charge. Beat my head in. Beat my head in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I deserve it. And none of them ever want to admit it. It's crazy because they are the only criminals in there who are always like, I didn't do it. They've always got some crazy ass story, homie. Like the story, like I was set up, the baby mama hates me, this, that, the other thing. You know what I'm saying? They've always got some wild ass story as to how they were set up. Ain't nobody else in there. If you down on murder and somebody asks you, yo, what's your charge? You're going to be like, I killed a dude, bruh. What's you trying to do? If somebody's in there for credit card fraud, they're going to be like, I'm here for credit card fraud. That is the only charge that people are like, oh, I didn't do it. I was framed. So, it's just kind of funny how that whole thing works. I think that we are seeing sober-versaries in here, man. I really, really want to say to everybody who's got clean time, for everybody who's doing better than they were doing yesterday, even if you're still using and you're trying to moderate your use and you're on the fence about whether or not you want to make the plunge into going into recovery and getting clean, changing your life, I love you. I love you. I was that dude who was lost, who was stuck out in that sauce for so long, bro. I love you and I want to see you live your best life. So when you make that decision, bro, I promise you, it's going to be amazing for you. People like the diaper desperado, huh? I just came up with that not too long ago. It's funny because you have to use such Dr. Seuss-ass language on here to be able to appease the YouTube gods. Saying chomo is like a compromise. The stuff that we used to call them in prison would get me kicked off the internet forever, bro. Like, just hands down. Jamie Lena asked, hey, JD, how do you feel about these YouTube family channels that make money off showing their kids? I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting to use your kids for internet clout, to make money off of your kids. And there are some people that I think do it genuinely from a place where they're not meaning to exploit their kids, but then you've got people like Jacqueline and her daughter Ren. And just the fact that that exists and they could see those comments, they could see who is favoriting their child's video and they think it's okay, blows my whole entire mind, bro, because they're not trying to keep their children safe. We see what happened with what was that Ruby Frank situation. I think a lot of people put on a front on social media when it comes to these family channels, and then when it really comes down to it, bad stuff is happening. So I think the whole game is dirty, bro. I'm sure that there's a few out there that aren't on some foul stuff, but I won't support it. I don't watch them. I don't give them no mind. The only time I ever talk about them is when I'm exposing the ones who have crossed the line. Do you have a Facebook page? I could use help with a few things. I do have a Facebook page. There's a couple fakes out there too. It's the JD Delay one with 170,000 or something like that followers on it. Yo, JD, good to see you from Ohio. Cullen McNitt, what's up, man? How you doing? Big love to you, dude. You know, my dude, Mark Coleman, that we were talking about at the beginning of this, he's out there in Ohio right now, too. Yo, Samuel Pancake, sober almost 4 years. Hell yeah, brother. Nicole Jones, 10 years with help. Nicole, sis, we're so proud of you. Hell yeah. Let's see. Abby says Nick has the Cash App, not GoFundMe. Okay. 5 seconds clean. King Rolex, we'll take it, brother. We'll take it. We're glad to have you here, man. Whether you decide that you want to get clean and sober right now, or whether you're on the fence, dog, it doesn't matter. You are loved here, homie. You are a part of this community and you are loved. I don't ever want to make anybody feel like they're not welcome unless they're one of them. If you're one of them, that's about it. Mad Cracker 6, thank you, man. I really want to get clean. Let me tell you, bro, like, honestly, I wanted to get clean for so long before I did, and I needed some catastrophic consequences. So when the Secret Service threw me on my face out there in Florida, and my pavement hit that, my face hit the hot pavement. Jesus, how many times I'm going to say pavement in the wrong place? When my face hit that hot pavement and they had semi-automatic weapons pointed on me, bro, I was able to use that as a turning point, but I wish that I had been able to do it without creating such negative consequences for me that I was going to have to deal with for years and years afterwards, man. I've never seen a happy ending that wasn't people getting into recovery, man. Question addressing SPM prison chomo. Why do you think the Texas prison system hasn't handled him? Also, Mexican OT is a supporter of SPM, has spoken out about it publicly, thinks the allegations aren't valid. Well, so look, here's the thing. After I did that live about SPM being a chomo, I had multiple people, and like, I can't go and fact check any of this. I'm just telling you this. The comments that I had several people that say that they are COs in the Texas prison system that said that SPM is in the institution that they work in and that he's been in ADSEG since the very beginning. There was also a dude who said that he was in court with SPM the day SPM got wrapped up and that he was crying like a baby back bitch. So I think he put himself in PC, and I'm not sure that he hasn't gotten yet. He just hasn't got so bad that he had to go to the outside hospital, which would make it a newsworthy thing. So as far as the Mexican OT, I don't know a whole lot about him. I did see one clip where he said, I F with him, but he didn't say that he didn't think the charges were valid. All he said in the clip that I saw, you could be 100% right, but what I saw the Mexican OT say was he messes with me, so I mess with him, which I think is a lame ass stance, bro. Like, I don't ride out with that, not one bit, bro. I think that dude like needs his hard drive checked after making a statement like that, but you know, it is what it is. It's not my circus, bro. Vulcan, do you think I'm gonna be able to pronounce your name? Vulcan Keone, the Digi Elite 23. I love you, but I probably messed that middle part up. I probably did. I'm sorry if I did. What is better, pets or people? Pets. Pets. Man, I ain't even got to think about it, bro. I love me some pets, bro. I'm a dog person. Like, and I love cats, and me and Jax have also fostered multiple raccoons and 4 squirrels. We had 4 squirrels in the house at one point. My favorite was Peep. Peep rode out with us for the longest. Peep was dope as hell. The thing about raccoons and squirrels is they get to a point where they need some outsidings. You know, we had all male raccoons and all male squirrels, and they start to get ornery if they can't go out and get some girl squirrel or some girl raccoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kylo was cool for a minute. He used to like just curl up in a ball in Jax's arms and purr like a little kitty, and he'd give her kisses. But we got them when they were babies because they were separated from their mothers. I worked with, I had clients that did tree work out there in Florida. So when these babies would be in distress, we would take care of them until they were able to go back out on their own. But at a certain point, they get real mad, bro. They get mad about not being able to tag some squirrel or some raccoon chick out there, and they just need their freedom. And I've been locked in a cage, so I didn't want to keep them locked in a cage against their will, even if the cage was a nice house. Plus, the raccoons are escape artists, bro. You keep them in a cage, they're gonna open that shit. You're gonna find them fistful of peanut butter, bro, like just sitting there getting it, bro. They're wild, but I love animals, man. Anthony Cavazos. I would see in movies when a character comes to prison, the first thing that happens is they get sprayed down with a hose. Is this actually a thing? If so, what's the purpose of that? Anthony, I have seen that a bunch of times too, and I have never in any of my time getting locked up ever had them come. They used to hit you with a delouser. So like what they were hitting them with mainly was like either a liquid or a powder that would get the bugs. If people have bugs living on their skin, it gets it off of them. And I have never seen that in any of the times that I've been locked up. Never once have I seen that. So I don't know if it's something they stopped doing. I imagine that it used to be a thing because it's in all the movies. And maybe they still do it in other places. But like I've been locked up West Coast and East Coast, and I've never seen nobody get sprayed down with that hose. That's just crazy to me. Void Gazer. Hey, JD, love what you're doing. Huge respect for your attention to mental health. Hey, mental health is a huge part of my personal struggle. Mental health almost killed me multiple times. My poor mental health, my, neglecting my own self-care and, not addressing my traumas. So it's been a huge thing for me. And I think we can all agree that, it's a really important thing, especially these days where it's not being addressed. I love you, Void Gazer. Thank you so much. Heather Kurtz, thank you so much. Hey, JD and family, I just learned pretty upsetting news that my brother don't want nothing to do with us, his blood family, because we never supported him, even though we helped him endlessly when he was on drugs. Any advice? So, Heather, here's the thing. A lot of people need time and space to be able to work through their own demons before they can enter into a healthy relationship with anybody else. I don't know how long he's been off drugs. I don't know if he's still on drugs. I know that I did so much damage to the people that loved me the most. And I think that a lot of us have a propensity to do damage to the people that love us the most because we feel safe that they're the only ones that aren't going to abandon us. So, it's hard for me to really understand the inner workings of the relationship off just a comment. But I do know this, some of the most amazing things that I've seen in recovery is family bonds and ties being reunited and people getting their family members back once the fog clears. Because when you're out there and you're using, you get a huge fog in your head and it's really easy to start making things into things that they aren't in your head. There's a huge victim mentality that comes along with that. And the victim mentality tends to be one of the last things to leave, unfortunately, for people, because it's one of the most damaging. So, a lot of the times it's easier to blame other people for how we acted than it is to take accountability for it in ourselves. But I'll tell you this, it's a huge part of being in recovery and succeeding in recovery and in life in general, to take accountability for your own actions and the consequences. So please don't lose faith, because my family lost me for a long time because I threw myself away. And today I'm closer with them than I ever have been before in my life. And I love you, sis. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much for the support. Vladimir Dragonov, have tried fostering baby opossums. Dude, we talk about that all the time. I really want a baby opossum. We've wanted a baby opossum for a while now, and I actually found one when I was working out in Florida. It was actually treading water after a rain in Florida in a garbage can, and it was a baby. And I had to dump it out and went to go pick it up, and it hissed all gnarly at me and everything. And I was like, maybe it don't want to be messed with. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to take something against its will. And if it could get back to its mom and its family, I definitely don't want to take it away from its family. But I think opossums make great pets. Riverton Hardman, thank you so much for the support. Love you, family. Daniel Sullivan, Poon. LOL. Much love. There's a raccoon emoji and it says Poon. I'm telling you, we made jokes about that for a long time. We're like, someday our baby boy's going to grow up and he's going to need to go get him some coon poon. So we ended up releasing him, and we made it up to him. Honestly, when we released the last raccoon, we opened the door, and Jax was like, "Do you want to stay with mommy, or do you want to go?" And he chose to leave. So well, we don't keep things against their will.
Okay, but the first 2 times we tried, he chose to stay.
He chose to stay with his mom the first 2 times. That's big facts. Rick Smith, have you ever heard of the California new Prisonyland? I've 100% heard of Prisonyland and heard some of the stuff that they're doing out there, and it seems like some of it is a push in the right direction, but they have to be realistic about what type of inmates they're going to send there, because some inmates are not going to acclimate to that type of environment. And it's not going to be helpful to them until they've had mental health services and treatment to help them work through their issues and not be such volatile people who have a war inside their head and their own heart. But it is great for people who are nearing being let back out to get them services to be able to help them transition back into society. Young C209, I need that shirt, homie. It's my merch, bro. It's my merch. It's from convictclothing.net. I don't know how many we have left of the Quit Snitching Punk shirt. I like to do limited runs. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always cool to have something that nobody else has. But bro, if you want it, check out convictclothing.net. That's where we have this shirt, this hat, the flags, and the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again gear, bro. And I love you, homie. Thank you so much. Angry Vet 559, first off, bro, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. Big dog, I love you, homie. Thank you so much. It means more to me than you're ever going to know, man. I love you to the extreme, dog. I support our vets so much, man. Thank you for supporting me, too. It means a lot to me, bro. It really warms my heart, dog. Vulcan Keone, the Digi Elite 23. I hope I'm not mutilating your name. Got any advice when it comes to when the world feels like it gets worse? You can call me Vulcan. Thank you. Cool. All right, cool. Vulcan, got any advice when the world feels like it gets worse? I love your videos of making fun of the baby bandits. Thoughts on the term maps? Is it bad? You are awesome. So first off, it seems to me like the world might feel like it's getting worse and worse all the time, but I really feel like we just have more access, instant access to digital information, Vulcan. It seems to me like this stuff has probably been going on forever, and now it's easier to get that information at the click of our fingertips, so it can be overwhelming. It can fuck with our mental health, bro. It fucks with my mental health every day to look up some of the stories that I look up, to do the videos and doing the research and reading the paperwork on some of these dudes is so hard. We did that SPM video yesterday or the day before, and Jax was in literal tears reading what that piece of shit did to kids, bro. But I don't think that the
court documents.
Yeah, the court documents. I don't think that the world is getting worse. I think that this types of evil has always existed, and I think it's just up to us to stay aware and to fight. And as far as the term maps, the only map that I think is valid is, a road map, bro, or a treasure map. We don't call them that. That's what they want to be called to end the stigma. They deserve the stigma. They deserve the goddamn wood chipper. They deserve the bullet, period. That's just what it is, homie. Big love and respect to you, fam. Yo, Bolt Vlogs, what's up, homie? What's up, GOAT? Hope you and Jackson the fam are good. Love your content, brother. We should TikTok battle again soon. Man, you already know. I follow you. We're mutuals on TikTok, bro. That battle I did with you is the only time I've ever battled, homie. I've never TikTok battled before, but I did that just because I wanted to jump on and TikTok battle with you because our mutual friend Goose said that you wanted to battle with me. So I jumped on to do that, homie. But we can do it again, 100%, man. I love you, dog. Your content is fire. You're a good dude. Anthony Cavazos, to me, being locked in a cell almost 24/7 sounds like the good part to me. You're safe in your cell and less likely to get shanked than if you were on the yard, and I'd have a sketchbook with me to draw, and they'd let me have it. So look, you can absolutely get some forms of art supplies in there. There's some incredible artists in prison, bro. Like, some of the best artists that I've ever seen were in prison, both with tattoos and with sketching, crazy shit like that, bro. If I can ever find it, man, I have some of the most amazing sketches I've ever had done of me, of my old support animal, my old service animal, Olive, that I had done by a dude in jail. And, you know, it cost me like a bag of coffee, dog, where it would have cost me hundreds of dollars on the streets. You know, I like a lot of cell time, but I also like to be able to get out and work out and get some fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Like when you locked up, bro, when you in that cell, you're not going to be alone. You're going to be in there with another man. And when he's got a shit, you've got to smell it. And it's not as pleasant as it sounds, dog. You know, I think one thing that a lot of people honestly don't understand is how bad it is on your spine and your bones and your joints. Sleeping on the racks that they give you, it's not supposed to be comfortable. You're in there for a reason. You're being punished. But those racks that they give you to sleep on, bro, like you are in constant pain in there. It's really gnarly. Trev says he's got a dip, smoked brisket, not dope. Love you, man. So glad that you're here. Love you, Trev. Big ups. Text me later, bro. PJ spamming and your chomo type comments. Stop. Oh, man. If PJ gotta go, twatapult him. Y'all know how to twatapult somebody. You know I'm with it. Anthony Leach, if you don't answer, I'm gonna get mad. Bro, you see how many comments I get? You just better calm down, youngin'. I love you, dog. We friends. Connor Murphy, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. Where we at here? Damn, the clothes look quality fire. Bro, I only let us get next level shirts because they fit good, they're soft, like it's really nice. You know, we do the I think that these are the new era hats, and the other hats are the classic brand hats. I'm really into quality, bro. And some people are like, damn, it's so expensive. I'm not getting like crap material to sell you guys like shit that I wouldn't wear myself. I'm not going to ever try to sell anybody something I wouldn't wear myself. So, you know, it just is what it is. Gwen said, hit that like button, family. Over 500 in the live, 78 likes. Yo, thank you so much, Gwen. Smash that like it's a damn chomo, man. Smash that like it stole your bike, bro. Get that shit. Let's see. Vulcan said, you are great. I love you, Vulcan. Thank you so much, homie. Appreciate you, big dog. Let's see. Riverton Hardman. I love you, bro. You believe cons and mill are the same? Cons and mill. What are mill? Cons and mill? I'm not sure what you mean, homie. Can you clarify so I can properly answer your question, dog?
I immediately thought of my mother-in-law, and I'm like, Nanny
Mother-in-laws? Are felons and mother-in-laws the same thing? Some of them. So, I mean, what's up?
Military, maybe?
Oh, military. Oh, hey, if you're talking about military, I think there's a lot of parallels, but I don't ever want to disrespect the military by saying that they're the same thing, because the military is a thing of honor and service, and, you know, being a convict is a thing of dishonor and disservice to your community. I'm ashamed of the damage that I did to the communities that I lived in when I was being a criminal, man. I'm ashamed of it. I'm not proud that I went to prison. Like, a lot of people get on my videos and they're like, stop being proud you went to prison, bitch. When did I ever say I was proud to go to prison? Prison sucked ass, bro. First off, I was out doing stuff I shouldn't have done. Secondly, I was sloppy and dumb enough to get caught. There ain't nothing tight about that. And then I got treated like a fucking animal for years and years of my life, dog. Ain't nothing cool about going to prison. Samuel Pancake said double pads. Bro, if you could get them double pads, they were writing dudes up for that when I was in there. They'd come take your pad. You couldn't even get a pillow where I was at, dog. It was crazy. Trev's still here. I see you. Been going to the chiropractor since I got out. Yo, Trev, big facts, bro. Big facts. I need to find a chiropractor. Rod J says he loves the merch. Thank you so much, homeboy. We got a special right now on this hat and the matching shirt and the flag all in a bundle, bro. I don't know how much longer it's going to be able to be up because Shopify keeps taking it down. So we keep having to re-add it, and they keep giving us strikes on Shopify, which is our distributor that allows us to sell through the website and through YouTube. So, you know, if you want to get one of these, or the shirt, or the flag, which is right behind me, get them now. These things are cool, man. I like the flags. They come with the Convict Clothing logo. They're really thick. They're not made out of shitty material, so those are up right now. So convictclothing.net if you want to pick up a one pad, one bullet hat, or shirt, or flag. Anthony Cavazos, whoa, dog, that's big. I appreciate you, man. Big love and respect on that. I'd hate to use a sink and a toilet together like they have in the cells. It's like you're using the same water you shit in to wash your face. Then again, that's what bottled water is, and the water we drink was once sewage water. I mean, it is facts, bro, but there's something about looking at it and knowing how close they are together that sucks. And there's a lot of dudes in there, bro, like a lot of dudes will like wash their clothes in the toilet, the same toilet they shit in, and then they'll dry out their clothes and put it on. I've never been that dude, bro. I've never been that dude. If I gotta wash something, bro, it's going in the sink. And I didn't really like washing my own clothes in there. If I couldn't wait till laundry day, I'd pay somebody a couple soups to go to their sink and wash my dirty ass undies and my dirty ass socks, bro. I'm not really with it, bro. But yeah, big facts, man. Looking at it and knowing how close your water sources are together to shit and to wash your face or to drink, because you're drinking the water out of that sink. That's the only water you're gonna get. Comes out of that metal ass sink, bro. It's garbage, bro. And you can see like tints of rust in it because those pipes are old as shit and they don't care. They don't care what it does to you. Christina, thank you so much, sis. We're so glad to have you here. Big love. Ashley, what is up? Pello. Everybody makes fun of the way I say Pello. Why everybody always want to pick on the way I say Pello? Pello, LOL. Love y'all. Big love and respect to you and Jax. Thank you so much, sister. We love you so much.
Hi, Ashley.
Pello. Everybody clowns me for the way I say that shit, bro. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong.
I never once made fun of you for that.
JD, okay, so Andrew Bradley said, JD, I spent the huge amount of 9 to 10 hours in jail when I was 11. You were 11? It fully changed my life. How you go to jail when you're 11, Andrew? I think we need that story, bro. 11 years old? Holy shit, bro. Well, I'm glad you only spent 9 or 10 hours in there. So a lot of the time when you go into county jail, they just need to process you. And like, so when I would go in, like in Volusia County out in Florida, I would go in a lot of the times I would only have to be in there for like, 8 to 10 hours because I would immediately get in there and then I'd get on the phone and I'd pay a bondsman and it still takes like 8 to 10 hours to process you regardless. So you're just either sitting with a bunch of other people in a big room and there's like one loud TV, or if you're lucky, they put you in a cell and you can actually lay down and get a bunk or whatever. You might get a couple bologna sandwiches in that time if you luck out with a little green tint on the bologna. But yeah, all of that shit sucks, bro. All of that shit's boo-boo. Lee Edwards. Hey, sis, what's up? Lee said, hey, Jax.
Hi.
She got so excited when she heard your name, Lee.
That's the coolest farm.
She does have the coolest farm. If you guys want to see some cool ass farm, Lee Edwards, she's in here in the comments. She just left a super. It's a blue one. She has the coolest farm and farm content. So if y'all want to see some cool ass farm shit, Lee is the one, bro. Sis has got it dialed. And she's hilarious and we love her. Thoughts on Jelly Roll? I absolutely love Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll's a really cool ass dude. I haven't gotten to meet him in person yet. It's going to happen. I'm friends with some of the people that are on his crew. I'm friends with Bunny's makeup artist. I'm friends with a few people that hang out with him a lot, and so that's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm manifesting it. When we went to see Jelly Roll this summer, I was about 15 feet away from Jelly Roll, and the gate was open to go back into the backstage area. And like old JD would have been through that gate. I wouldn't even thought about it. I would have been like, bam, I would have walked right past security like I own that bitch. But I was trying to be a good dude, and I said, yo, Jelly! And security jumped on us. They were like, you gotta get out of here. And I was like, damn, man, like that's my buddy. I wanna go talk to her, let me know. And they were like, no, get on before you get shit on, son. But I will meet Jelly. I love his music. Like I used to when I was spun out, I used to listen to his music, and then I got into recovery, and his album Addiction Kills really helped me through early recovery.
I have never been at a show like that where I am surrounded by so many, like, big, burly-looking, grown-ass men with tears just streaming down their face. I look around me, and I'm surrounded by all of these men just bawling. And there were a couple of them that, like, they actually said, like, oh, I'm sorry, they acted kind of embarrassed. I was like, it's all love. Like, do not be ashamed. Do not be embarrassed. It was so beautiful. Everyone there was like family. It was amazing. I had never really listened to his music before, I'll be honest, but he brings an energy there that's so genuine and profound and healing. It was a beautiful experience.
Yeah, there were definitely a bunch of grown men crying at that show. I might have been one of them. Bro, that show was so amazing. And when he talked about addiction and recovery and the fentanyl epidemic and losing people that you love to addiction, everybody in there was crying. She might not have said it on here because she's trying to be a big girl. She was crying too. We were all crying. Everybody was crying. Everybody was crying at the Jelly Roll show. Steve McNally. Hey, my Wild Irish brother, Grady's video from this morning is short-worthy. Love you, Jackson Zero Doggy. Thank you so much, homeboy. Big love and respect to you. I will go check out what Grady was doing. Was it like a news conference or was it his morning briefing? Because, I'm not going to lie, I do be subbing to Sheriff Grady. Anthony Cavazos, is it true that chomos get molested in prison and can be forced to do other inmates' laundry? They will get their booty hole took, bro. They will get their eyes smashed in. They'll get fed human feces. They'll get stabbed. They'll get hit with a lock and a sock. Any type of bad shit somebody can think of to do to one of them chomos, that is going to happen. That is 100% affirmative, my friend. That definitely happens. So yeah, it's all bad. Gwen, rest in peace, Hammer. Thank you for being an amazing dog. Big love and respect to Hammer for saving Mark Coleman and his two parents by alerting them to the fire. 1,000. Cynthia, JD fangirling. I can't help it when it's Jelly, bro. I mean, come on, Mal. Come on, Ma. We need a Jax live. She's awesome. I keep saying, and she has come on a live before, but she doesn't get in front of a camera very often, which is crazy to me because she's way hotter than me. Mrs. Blaze, Pello, nice to meet you. Is this what we're doing now, Blaze? Is this what we're making fun of? Poor JD, little old JD, and the way he says Pello. We love you. Abby says, we're humans. Humans cry. No shame. Crying is healthy. And like, I was surprised at seeing dudes cry in prison. Because I straight up seen grown ass dudes with yadded faces, yadded heads, just slung back. They got their gang tattooed across their face. And we watched this Will Smith movie, 7 Pounds. And when he dies at the end, bro, every man in there was crying, bro. And I dare anybody to say anything about it, bro. It'd have been all bad for him. Andrew Bradley, 11 years old, stole a truck. Oh, damn, dog. You stole a truck at 11 years old? You were wild, man. You ain't been locked up since, though, right? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Good on you, man. I'm proud of you, big dog. Rafael Salazar says, yo, man, what's up, man? How you doing? Ernest Soto, hey, JD, I have a homie struggling with alcohol. Any tips on how I can help? Look, man, they're really going to have to come to a point where they're ready to change their life. And with alcohol, it's one of the hardest ones to come to because society makes people feel like alcohol is okay no matter what people, what consequences are coming in their life from it. When they do go in to actually get help, though, it's really important that they get medical help or at least see if they need medically assisted help in coming off, because a lot of people die trying to come off of alcohol on their own, bro. I've had multiple friends that tried to get clean from alcohol, cold turkey, and they ended up dying in their home all alone. And they could have made it if they had medical help. JD Delay, I really enjoy green mayonnaise. That is until your last live stream. Look, I have not enjoyed mayonnaise since my... Ugh. Steve McNally, the morning briefing from today. Non-person made some really bad choices. Also, Jelly speaks to your soul, crying, no shame. I love you, family. I'm gonna check that out this morning, bro. Yeah, his morning briefings are always hilarious, bro. 1000%. Demon Zapar, oi, JD, why are you not doing lives on TikTok? Honestly, I'm gonna be real honest with you, man. I like it over here better. I like the community that we've built here better. I like each and every one of you guys that's over here. And if I get like an hour out of my day that I can spend talking with one of my communities, I like to spend it over here. Every once in a while, I jump over to TikTok because I have 1.2 million followers there. But I just enjoy being over here with this crowd better. It feels like the cool kid table over here. You know what I'm saying? I probably should show some love over on the TikTok with some lives. I just really enjoy being here with y'all. This is kind of more my scene. I like it better over here. How tall are you? 6 foot. Young Cul-de-sac. Bro, that name's dope, bro. Tell me that you rap with the name Young Cul-de-sac, dog. That shit's fire. Yeah, 6 feet, bro. Not tall, not short, 6 feet, right there in the middle. Nico Benavidez. What up, big dog? Just chilling, man. You see it. Just hanging out with y'all, trying to show a little love, trying to hang out and kick it with y'all. Joshua Gritton. Your story is highly relatable, and I am so glad that you've utilized it for such a positive result. Thank you so much, Josh. I really appreciate you, big dog. I hope you're doing good out there, man. Abby said YouTube is where the family's at. 1000%. 1000%. I'm so grateful that I've been able to connect with so many amazing people over here, that we've been able to build our community. This isn't a channel, bro. This is our community. This is for each and every one of us. And I know that in the lives is where we really get to know each other and get to support each other and get to help each other out, man. So that's why I spend so much time doing lives over here, man. Don't do tic-tac. Thanks for being here. It's fair, man. It's fair. How is Mark Coleman doing? So, okay, for those of you who didn't catch it earlier, Mark was at his parents' house visiting them in Ohio, and he woke up to his dog Hammer barking. And when he woke up, he realized instantly that there was a lot of smoke, that something was wrong. And the house was literally on fire. Mark's parents' house was on fire. Now understand, Mark is 59 years old. So imagine how old his parents are. He wakes up, the house is ablaze, there's smoke everywhere. So Mark immediately runs to his parents' room, picks his mom up, throws her over the shoulder, takes her outside, goes back into this burning fucking inferno, grabs his dad, brings his dad outside, and then he goes back again to try to find Hammer. And the house was so ablaze at this point in time, he was not able to find Hammer. And he kept looking to the point that by the time he crawled back out that front door, he had smoke inhalation so bad, they had to intubate him and put him on a sedative. Like, they had to put him in a chemically induced coma for 36 hours so that he would survive. He almost died trying to save Hammer. Rest in peace, Hammer. Hammer didn't make it. Now, Mark just came back to consciousness. They were able to take him out of the medically induced coma. He immediately, when he woke up, he immediately asked, are my parents okay? And they're like, your parents are okay. His daughters were there. He immediately grabbed his daughters and hugged his daughters and started crying and said, I'm the luckiest man in the world. I can't believe my parents are alive. I am so blessed and grateful. And that was an amazing, beautiful moment, man. Mark is somebody that I've been talking to in text back and forth for a couple months now about doing an interview over here for all of y'all, because his story is so inspiring. He's in recovery. He's a survivor of childhood sexual assault, and he's a beast, man. What he's done in the ring, not many other people on the face of the planet would be able to accomplish what that man has done in the ring. And now he's a hero who saved his own parents' lives, man. So I'm really excited to be able to get my buddy Mark on here, man. I think it'll be a really great story for all of y'all, and we'll be able to shine a spotlight on just how incredible and resilient and what an absolute fucking unit this dude is, man. I mean, come on, man. That dude is a straight up gangster, bro. Not like the sag in the pants, shooting your gun sideways gangster. This man has accomplished things. He beat dudes in the ring that were the baddest dudes on the planet. He beat his addiction, and he just beat fire, bro. How you gonna beat fire? Shit's wild as hell to me. I'm so proud of that dude, man. Let's see real quick here. We got Mad Catter said, first live in a while. Thank you so much for being here, homeboy. Love the positive vibes to the fam. Thank you, mods. What have they found out about the fire? How did it start? So I don't know about that. I don't know what the source of the fire was. We haven't seen any reports released by the fire inspectors or anything like that, but I will keep you guys updated as we get more details. Pablo Escobar said, have you ever heard of Northern Mexicans or the Norteños? So I know exactly who the Norteños are. I have a couple friends on the streets that are Norteños, but they will never get to walk a yard in prison. I mean, they might now because I know that they've had like a truce with the Sureños, but when I was in prison, they never walked a yard. If they showed up, they immediately got stabbed. They'd have 2 or 3 Sureños jumping them right when they would land. In fact, the COs would actually tell the Sureños, because the Sureños pull boss moves on them yards, bro. And they would tell the Sureños, like, exactly when they were going to get there, and they would jump them, bro. They wouldn't even get to change their clothes out. So I know a couple on the streets. I never met any while I was inside. Anthony Cavazos, I feel prison should feed inmates better food. If they're on good behavior, allow them to order out to any place of their choice at least once a month. Anthony, I think that would be a really cool incentive to have good behavior. But the thing is that, us felons, we're sneaky people, and we are definitely very connected, and that would be a liability. They're not allowed to let anything from the outside in, because we will stuff it with dope, bro. We stuff people with dope. We fill people up like a sock puppet full of dope when they're coming into prison, and they're trying to keep that type of stuff out of there. People hide knives up their asses in prison, dog. It's a savage place. Anthony also said, how are rich guys like Trump treated in prison? If I was rich and in prison, I'd use my money to bring some stuff from the outside for the inmates. So look, I've never served time with somebody that was rich like Trump or anything like that. I know that, like, when Mike Tyson was in prison, he bought a whole new gym for everybody in there. So I know that there's ways that you can work around doing stuff like that. I've personally never seen it myself actually done because I've never done time with no famous or rich people. But I definitely think that if you're serving time, you can donate money to have better shit happen in the prison. Matt Richardson, hey JD, just wanted to say, hey, I feel like your positive energy can inspire many people to do the right thing. I'm currently almost 7 years clean and serene off the H and coke. So I get the struggle. We are proud of you, man. Big love and respect. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much. Keep going, man. Keep going. I'm just trying to catch up with you, dog. You blazed the path for me. Chad Haverstock, thank you so much for the love and support, bro. We really genuinely appreciate you. Straight Beast. Joshua Gritton said straight beast. I'm assuming you're talking about Mark, bro. Mark is 100% a straight up beast. Andrew Bradley said, thank you for acknowledging JD, 11 years old, in jail for 9 to 10 hours, stolen truck equals great summer. Yeah, until you get caught, bro. Cynthia Becker, JD, Tyson or Paul? First off, sis, it's great to see you here. We love you. I mean, bro, like, does anybody really think that Paul is going to beat Tyson? Does anybody really think that Paul is going to beat Tyson? There's no way. There's no way that he's going to beat Tyson. I mean, I just think it's kind of a crazy, ridiculous fight, to be honest with you. They're going to make a lot of money, that's for sure. But, like, have you seen the way Tyson is still training? It's insane, bro. If it's not rigged, Paul is in a lot of trouble. A hell of a lot of trouble. That short you posted about him made me cry. Bro, seriously, when I saw him hug his daughters and start crying when he first came back to consciousness, that did something to me, man. That definitely did something to me. He's an absolute unit, bro. Thanks for the update. Donald Bridges, thank you for being here for the update, family. Glad to have you here with us. Jack Stokes, hey, big fella, you still skating? I see all those skate tats, my brother. Love from Australia, G. Yo, homie, let me just tell you, Jack, I like to skate, but when I get on a skateboard now, if I try to drop invert, homie, I'm so top heavy, bro, I'm gonna hurt myself. And like, I don't know when they started making pavement so much harder than they used to, but they're making pavement harder than they used to. Because every time I fall down now, it's like a hospital issue. It's not like, bro, it's bad. So what I did was I went and I got an electric skateboard, like a motorized skateboard. I got a Meepo that goes about 35 miles an hour, and I'll get on that bitch and I just blaze down the street, bro. What?
I don't think that's an issue of pavement actually getting harder.
It's the pavement.
I think
they made the pavement harder. I'm not softer. What are you trying to say?
No, I just think you're getting a little older. That's what happens when you get
God
older.
damn it. Graves is going to put me in a home. Yeah, so I get on that Meepo. I go about 35 miles an hour and just whip around on an electric skateboard. And that gives me the same feeling and the same thrill as I used to get when I used to drop invert and shit like that. Kick flips and shit like that is you know, it's all right, but it's a little bit harder for me at the weight that I'm at now because I've got a little top heavy, dog. Chad Havistock, thank you so much again, man. Really appreciate your support, big dog. Big love to you. Anthony Cavazos, I feel like the gym is one of the most dangerous rooms in prison. All of those heavy weights can be used to hit and even kill someone. So look, here's the thing is that like, so the plates, they'll have, so the bar has chains on either side, and the chains go to the ground, and the plates are inside the chains. So you have to pull it up the chain and put it on and rack your weights like that. So you can't take the plate and go smash nobody with it. But what is really dangerous still is when you're out there and you're doing your lift. If somebody starts taking flight on you, bro, if you're lifting 315 pounds and somebody comes and punches you in the face and it knocks you out, then that weight comes toppling down on you. That's definitely, it can be dangerous, dog. It can be dangerous, but it's not like somebody can just pick up the the old plate and go and just smash your face with it. They're secured to the ground through a chain. Mrs. Blaze sings "Pillow" from the other side. That's crazy. Bacon said, bro, you're ripped as hell, man. I feel like I've lost some size and everything because I just don't have the same amount of time that I used to be able to. When I was in early recovery, I spent at least an hour and a half every single day in the gym pushing crazy weight because I had so much aggression and so much like conflict in my head. And the healthier I've become, the less amount of time that I've spent in the gym. And I miss it. I honestly miss it, bro. I miss having that drive and that hatred. I'm just not as angry anymore. But thank you so much.
I miss when you used to have me stand on top of the...
So look, man, like the gym did not have enough weight on their machines. So I would rack the entire rack of weights and then I'd have Jax stand on the weights and I'd push it with Jax on top of it, and they started getting mad at me. For having old girls stand on top of the weights all racked out. And I'm like, can you get some heavier shit? And they're like, no, you're going to stretch our cables. I'm like, oh, stretch something, fella. What up? Where'd that come from? Chad Haverstock, appreciate you, big dog. Hell yeah, thank you, man. Brian Clark, big love and respect. Thank you so much for the support, man. Hell yeah, that means a lot. You don't even know. Look up luxury prisons. That's where the rich go. The real rich, like the top 1%. Yeah, I would never know, bro. I would never know. That's way beyond my tax bracket. The Paul brothers are so sus. Their dad is worse. I've never seen their dad. So I just saw a comparison today of Mike Tyson when he was 20 years old and his videos and him actually knocking dudes out in the ring and training, and a video of what Jake Paul was doing at 20 years old, dancing to the Dawson's Creek theme song on Vine, bro. I don't think anybody thinks that this is going to be a evenly matched fight, bro. Tyson go kill this dude. I don't care how old he is, bro. He's Mike Tyson. Chad Haverstock. They just don't get it. Keep fighting the good fight, brother. First time I've ever given a person support like this. Bro, thank you so much. That means so much to me, and I love you, big dog. You know we all in this together, homie. We all in this fight. We all in this life. a rising tide takes up all ships, bro. And I'm just so glad that I have this community of you amazing people here with me, man. Very Interested said, stay positive always. Shout out to the community. I hope everyone is doing well. We love you, Very Interested. We're so glad to have you here. And thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for your positivity. And thank you for just being you and spending your time with us today. Let's see. Justin Ritchie says, CO here. I love your videos. I wish we had more like you at the yard I work. The Chomos getting treated way too good. Man, all you got to do is turn the other eye, bro. Just look that way. Give me just like 3 seconds, bro. You can fold them dudes quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then you just tell them you fell down, but it ain't delayed it. No, you fell down, bro. We can keep folding them. We can fold them every day, bro. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear you stuck on the yard with the Chos getting let slide, bro. Yo, Dead Account said he's a goddamn monster. You talking about my boy Mark, bro? Mark is absolutely a goddamn monster, bro. I was in rehab with Mike Tyson for a day, and he left for a better rehab. Conrad Saratoga, yeah, man. You know, a lot of the times, people do try to do. I left rehab early so many times, bro. It took me so many times before I actually got it, before I was desperate enough and willing to do anything to change my life. But you know, Tyson has that money, bro. I never had Tyson money to be able to go to one of them rehabs, bro. I am getting to go, so this Friday, or not this Friday, next Friday, I'm going to get to go in and speak at a treatment center here in Eugene, Oregon. That's a huge treatment center, and I'm going to be able to get back to doing some of my public speaking that I love doing so much. I haven't done one in a little bit here, and I'm really excited to go in and share hope and recovery with these folks that are at the beginning of their journey, man. I just want them to see how happy and passionate people can be in recovery. I might live stream it, or I might record it and, you know, do little clips. I'm not sure. I think I'll have Jax running the camera. Nancy Mattis, finally got a notification for this live. Thank you all, for all you do. You are doing and being the true human being you have discovered you truly are. Question, from all you've seen, do gangs still hold hope and love for fellow inmates? Nancy, I could thank you so much, first off. Thank you so much. You just said so much positive stuff to me, and then I got to instantly switch tracks into this gang question. So, like, gangs really have, you know, a feeling of camaraderie and love and family with their other gang members. And, you know, I know a lot of gangs that will literally look out for the younger dudes, whether they're a part of the gang or not. You know, they don't want to see them getting abused. It's, you know, the reason that dudes on the West Coast, the reason that youngsters don't get sex played or, you know, turned out in prison is because the gangs don't allow it. So there's a huge element of humanity to the gangs still, but they'll also do things like they'll take youngsters under their wing and put them on and use them as cannon fodder, or, you know, have them fight their fights for them so that they don't have to go to the hole. So it just depends on the gang. I would never encourage anybody to get in a gang. I was very lucky with the one that I got into because we were, everybody's really good dudes that I know from the people in my gang. And a lot of us now are out on the streets and we work in treatment centers. We started our own businesses. We started families. We're buying houses. And the last thing we ever want to see for our brothers is for any of us to ever be locked up again. Hopefully I'll be able to get a few of them to come and do interviews, and you guys will get to meet a few of these awesome Irish cats, man. Sense of Vera Media, my family, what is up, homie? Chomos go splat harder with some help. Hell yeah, big dog. Let's see what we got here. Bo Casanova. Do all cops that go to prison automatically get jacked? So look, here's the thing is that in the state of Oregon, cops never see a GP or a mainline. They go automatically to the most protected place they possibly can. They put them in one particular unit that's all ex-cops, and it's at the women's prison. So they do the men's work in the women's prison, and they're isolated from the females, so nobody can ever get at the cops. They do protect the cops in a way that they don't protect anybody else. Ex-cops, ex-COs that have to do time, they all go to Coffee Creek. unless they were a CO from Coffee Creek, because they wouldn't be able to allow them to be there. But a lot of the cops that I've seen get locked up, at least in the state of Oregon, were on some sexual-based charges, which makes it even worse. Ronice Hopkins, love the shirt. Thank you so much. It's from my merch, convictclothing.net. The hat, the flag behind me, and the shirt are all from my merch, convictclothing.net. Big Bear said, nah, that pavement has no give anymore. I'm saying, see, it's not just me, Jax. It's not just me. Chad Haverstock again, thank you so much, family. Hell yeah, I appreciate that support, big dog. The gym is the one place you don't want to do it if you can avoid it. Look, what Dead Account said is 1000% accurate. You do not want to be the person who gets the gym taken away from everybody because your dumbass wanted to go and fight there. It's a violation. If you start fighting in the weight pile at all whatsoever, you will get it way worse from the inmates once you get out of the hole, because that puts everybody losing the gym at risk. You do not want to fight there. It's a dead zone. It's like a neutral place. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing. You do not fight at the gym in prison. Anthony Cavazos. What if you have an inmate who's a chomo but has connections on the outside and can bring in all kinds of... They can never do that, bro. They can never do that. The gangs 100% are going to put them on a program. They're still going to get beat on. It's not going to be good. I imagine if they're chomos, they're going to get shanked anyway. You nailed it. You nailed it. I didn't even get to finish your comment and your question, and I was like, nah, that's not going to happen. And then you answered it yourself. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They might use them like to bring stuff in or something like that, but like most chomos, bro, like the majority of chomos, they're not even going to make it to the point to be able to let you know that, bro, before they start getting beat on and shitted on, bro. It's a pretty instant thing. Baby doll, so good to see you again. What's up? Hey, JD, hope all is good. All is amazing, and we hope that you're doing good too, baby doll. Big love and respect to you. Me and Jax are so happy that you stopped in to hang out with us for a little bit. Let's see. Story time with JD. Did you see the California Insider with the prison guard? Azimuth Business Center. I did not see that. And which is crazy because I'm usually looking for news, especially when it has anything to do with prisons. Jack, I can't pronounce your last name, but he said the baddest man on the planet. Bro, I think honestly, bro, Mark Coleman is one of the baddest human beings to ever walk this planet for sure, dude. Dude's a gangster. I would fight Jake Paul tomorrow. He's just a dude. Brandon Coast, I would put my money on you tomorrow if you were fighting Jake Paul. Big facts, dog. Josiah Bass said, nice shirt. What's that say? It says, quit snitching, punk. It's from my personal merch line. It's at convictclothing.net. Convictclothing.net. I got the Quit Snitching Punk shirt, the one pedal, one bullet hat. There's a shirt that matches the hat, a flag that matches the hat, and we're actually doing a special like bundle deal right now with the hat, the shirt, and the flag because they're not going to let us keep them online for very long. They keep violating us for the one pedal, one bullet merch, and they're probably going to take them down any minute. So if you guys want to go check them out, feel free to go grab one.
Something about inciting violence.
Yeah, something about inciting violence towards pee-pee touchers. Blue Bomber, if you were locked up with Masterson, would you make an exception and allow him into the Chomo Olympics as the skateboard going down the stairs? You know, we might ride him down the stairs like a skateboard. I've seen people try that shit in prison, bro. We had a lot of stairs at OSP. He ain't going to get an exception, but he's definitely going to get beat up, peed on, force-fed human feces. He'd have a bad run if I was in there, bro. I'd be all up on him like flies on shit. Mrs. Blaze, Pello is pavement, not soft at all. You're never going to let me live that down, are you, Blaze? Blaze is never going to let me live down the way I say Pello. Let's see. When were you in a gang? Jaxbo, I was in a gang when I went to prison. I'm still, I'm not an active gangbanger or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination, but I still keep in touch with all of my people. I still got love for them. None of the ones that I did time with that are out here on the streets are engaging in criminal activities. We all have moved on to do something better. We encourage each other to do better. We have homie meetups where we all just barbecue. People bring their kids. It's not what a lot of people would think. So, Tanaya Matthews said, love your merch. Thank you so much, sis. Rebecca McGuire said, man, does anyone have suggestions to make protein powder more drinkable when made into shakes? Yuck. So look, here's the thing. I have one of those bullets, the blender bullets, and I do smoothies a lot. What I've been doing lately, because I've just been tired of drinking smoothies, or just drinking shakes, is I've been putting it in with my morning oatmeal. I'll make some oatmeal. I'll mix in some peanut butter while it's still hot. I'll put a couple scoops in there, and at least one of my shakes a day, I get to just eat. So I'm still getting the protein content, but I'm not having to drink a smoothie with breakfast. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do with the powders. I've found there's more and more powders that don't taste like, your vanilla, your chocolate. I have one that's pineapple and coconut, and it's still a whey-based protein. Jax has problems with whey, so I got her a clear non-whey protein that has like 25 grams per scoop, and it is watermelon flavored, and it's more like a Crystal Light but with protein. So there's some stuff that you could do to mix it up for sure. How big is the flag? It is that big. It is that big. It's that big. I don't know. It's a big ass flag, homie. It's a big ass flag. We have that and the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again flag on the website right now. And it's big and it's thick, bro. And it comes with eyelets on one end, so it's really easy to hang. We made the good quality flags. I didn't want to get any trash, bro. I've bought flags from companies before, and they were like silk thin, like paper thin. Then you hang them on the wall with a thumbtack or something, and it just tears. I don't want to put out no garbage, bro. I might not have the biggest merch or clothing company in the world, but I don't put out crap. I just don't do that to people because I hate it when people do it to me. Let's see. Andrew Bradley. JD, hope the rest of the live chat kicks butt. Thank you so much, Andrew. I appreciate you. Big love and respect, big dog. Sense of Era Media. One pedo, one wood chipper. Hypothetical. Chomo Cop and Danny, same prison. Wonder who will have the sorest leather Cheerio. Bro, I can tell you one thing, man. There is a lot of dudes in those prisons in California where Danny Masterson is at that are down to run a dude in. Those are special needs yards, and a lot of those dudes got kicked off of regular yards for participating in activities like that. Like the GBG, the Gay Boy Gangsters, that's where they're at, is those special needs yards. So if they need to go into a special needs yard so that they can still be, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to do. Anthony Cavazos, what's the weirdest inmate you met? There was a dude, and he wasn't like bad weird, when I was in county jail here in Eugene, Oregon, who was he was just off. He was strange. And so when I checked his paperwork, he was there for unlawful possession of human remains. He was caught with 3 fingers. He had people's fingers. He had been collecting people's fingers in a jar full of formaldehyde, and he had 3 of them, and they weren't able to identify whose fingers they were, but in the paperwork it did say that 2 fingers appeared to be from the same person, and the other was from another person. So he had multiple people's fingers, and he was a cool dude. He never gave me no problems. He was really respectful, but, just off that charge alone, he's one that instantly comes to mind. Let's see, Raven Poe. Wish there's more programs to help vets. We all go through a lot It's sad, most get crapped on, and it's depressing. Much respect, brother. Raven, I 1000% agree with you. It is something that our country needs to be doing. It's something that makes me embarrassed of our country, the way that we treat our veterans. It's something that I find disgusting, both on just a level for everybody and having watched the way that my father was treated my entire life as a veteran, and the way that we didn't keep our end of the bargain with our veterans, man. The way we don't keep our end of the bargain with the veterans just makes me sick. It's gross. So, I really wish that we could do better. Let's see. Masterson tongue jacking shit boxes at the end of it. No pun intended. Soul Reaper, you already know. Anthony Cavazos, how would inmates treat a guy who's in for necrophilia? Probably not good, bro. Probably not good. It's a sexually based crime, and it's weirdo shit, bro. Sure, it may seem like it's a victimless crime. Defacing corpses and abuse of a corpse like that, that's some weirdo shit, bro. I know there was a dude who was in prison with us. We called him the horse face killer, and he was in there for fucking horses. He did not get treated very well, bro. We don't like people that do animals and dead bodies and stuff like that. They get a rough go at it, my man. Well, on that positive note, I'm going to tune off, you guys. Thank you for spending some time with us tonight. Big love and respect to you guys. We will see you on Sunday Night Live. It's going to be St. Patty's Day, so I'm going to be on my bullshit, as always. I love you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. We're going to go to this tattoo convention tomorrow, so go do something fun, man, and we'll see you Sunday. One love, y'all. Be good or be good at it.